Ain't no microchips. It's June. We in June. Ain't no microchips. It's June. We in June. We in June. We in June. We in June. Ain't no microchips. It's June.
I have a Neuralink device that's implanted under my skin.
What is that? What advantages do you have?
And do you have any side effects?
No, I don't have any side effects.
Do you have any?
I don't have any.
Can you feel it?
I can't feel it. Is it? I was able to do it and then I did it.
And how long did that take you?
That took me about a week.
And then you went home and...
I practiced at home.
And so what do you think the biggest benefit of this is?
The biggest benefit is that it's going to help people with spinal cord injuries and people with Parkinson's disease and people with epilepsy and people with depression, anxiety, and all these different things. I could still move the mouse with my mind.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I had. It's actually pretty cool.
Is it like a chip?
It's a small chip, yeah.
So I'm curious about the device itself, you know, the actual, how long did it take you to get used to it?
It was a process, you know, it took a few months to really get comfortable with it, but now it's just part of me, in my head.
Can you show us?
Can you show me where?
Right here. So the future is going to be amazing. We're going to be able to do so much more.
It's
Shalom, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Rakwak Quadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, Shalom to mighty Akim, Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Kabul coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson is going to be on this. It's June, ain't no, you know what. So basically, I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, initially I didn't really have a lesson to do it because it was just going to be repetition. But I think, number one, I should do the repetition, but also, bigger than that, it's something that I've been feeling myself through the Spirit, where I've been fixated on just one thing. Like, even with my prayers, which I don't even like talking about my prayers and stuff like that, but when it comes to my prayers, I've been so fixated on wanting to pray specifically, like solely only for deliverance. That's been my main thing. I didn't stop praying for other stuff because obviously, like, you know, we're not in no perfect situation, ideal situation or stuff like that, as I'm sure most brothers are not. For me, it's normally just been a matter of, like, I'm starting to care less about, you know, my situation. And the reason why I can say that is because I'm starting to feel like let me get something first. Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, where thieves do not break through nor steal. But where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And also, Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with the sword of destruction. So basically, what I've been feeling is, like, I don't even want to, like, set up shop in this society anymore. Like, what I've been thinking, what I've been wanting is that I don't want this society, I don't want this kingdom, I don't want this world. I want the kingdom of heaven. I don't want to be in here. I don't want to, like, that's it, and that's basically what's been on my spirit, where I'm over here thinking like, okay, well, for example, for me, like, one of the things that I have been thinking about as something that could potentially get in my way, with YAHAWASHI has always been my PS5. All right, and when it comes to my PS5, I've been thinking like, okay, well, I hope that in the event that all hell breaks loose, I don't say, oh man, I need to take my PS5, I need to take it with me this time or third or whatever and stuff like that. Like, no, that's the thing for me. Like if I have to just up and leave, if all hell breaks loose or something happens, I'm over here thinking that, okay, well, I want to keep my thing, I want to take it with me like this and stuff like that. Well, now lately, to the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, I've been thinking like, you know what, I would gladly give this up, simply because that means that, you know, we're getting out of here. Like that's basically what's been in my mind. So as a result of that, like, I'm starting to not want the things of this world. Obviously we still do need certain things, and obviously, you know, for the sake of, you know, making it through things. And I'm not saying this to say, oh, I feel it's about to start now. No, I wish, I freaking wish. All right, but which, if that's what the Lord is gonna do, Yahawadah. But basically, Yahawadah basically means Yahweh, the name of the Heavenly Father. Ratazah basically means will or willing. And now basically, for me, I'm over here thinking about, is like, I don't know, last week or 2 weeks ago or something like that, I've just been in the spirit of like, I need this to end. I need something. I don't even know what occurred actually. I don't even remember what happened that made me just switch up like this. It's just that my spirit has been more on that, you know, get out of here type spirit and stuff like that, where I don't even want to be in this society anymore. Like I'm good, I'm done. And yet, like, this Slakia, if I kind of seem incoherent, because I just feel like I'm ready. Like I'm ready. Like genuinely, like I'm ready. Like I'm already like locked in and stuff like that. But obviously, you know, I don't think that's fully true. I think it's just what I want. But the main thing is, in general, how I've been praying more to focus on deliverance. I've been praying, asking Yahawadah, and you know what, to kind of boost that a bit, I want to get this. Not Luke, what the hell, where is it? Where'd it go? James chapter 5 verse 16, confess your faults one to another and pray one for another that ye may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. Basically, let me just show you the definitions. Fervent basically means intense, passionate, or deeply sincere feelings, beliefs, or enthusiasm. So basically, like your intense prayers, all right. And you know, that's what I'm trying to. That's the type of level that I'm trying to get at, where my prayers are so intense that the Lord actually hears them. All right, because you know, it's like thinking like, I don't know if you've seen these. Like, if you've seen that Boondocks when Huey said he prayed or something for his friend that to not die, and yet it worked. And stuff like that. Like, that's basically an example of that. Some praying something so hard that the Lord finally answers. But it's even more than that. Let me get some more precepts over here in Luke chapter 18 verse 1. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and to not faint. Verse 2, saying, there was in a city a judge which feared not Yahweh, neither regardeth man. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary. And he would not for a while, but afterwards he said within himself, though I fear not Yahweh, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. Verse 6, and the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge saith, and shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? All right, so verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge him speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth. And this is what I am trying to get at with this, where through faith with Yahweh Shai, through faith in Yahweh Shai, you are constantly pestering him, constantly bothering him, constantly telling him, hey, Yahweh Shai, please, we need to get out. Are your prayers hyper focused, primarily focused on deliverance, or in your heart of hearts, are you still okay with living here? All right. And there are so many people that are in that spirit of, okay, well, I still want to live here, or I still want this, or I have some plans that I'm trying to push out, or whatever, and stuff like that. Like, nah, bro, are you thinking that you still want to be here, or are you thinking that it's time to go? It's time it's time for Yahweh to end this nightmare. And this what this kingdom is, a nightmare. All right, where we want to be freed from this nightmare. We want to finally wake up. We want to finally be home. All right, that's what I've been. I don't know. First of all, the water Yahweh I call him La Yahweh I finally am able to think that way. But still, it's just like, in general, are we all praying this way? Are we all thinking that way, or is our priorities fixed on some temporary pleasure, some wickedness, this society, or our next move, or our next plans for 2027, or some shit like that? Like, you want a future? Are you trying to say you are trying to think that you want a future in this society rather than a future with Yahweh Shai? All right, like these are the things that we need to examine ourselves in. All right. Again, speaking to myself first and foremost. Okay, I might be saying this, but like, am I, in my heart of hearts, I would like to think that, but still, it's still something to examine. All right. So over here, when I read Matthew 6:19-21, okay, it says, "Lay not for yourselves treasures on earth," meaning you don't go setting up shop, don't go building your kingdom, your personal kingdom in Babylon. Build up your personal kingdom in the kingdom of heaven with Yahweh Shai, where you're not going to have to deal with, this bullshit ass credit system, this bullshit ass oppression system that constantly has his foot on your neck, having to worry about if you go out, are you gonna get gunned down by the police, or all the other stuff that we have to worry about in general. All right, and even then, thinking about like this, like, is that really the type of life that you want to live, where you are constantly in subjection to Esau, Edom, and if he wants to kill you just off of a whim? All right, that's some evil shit. Like, we should not be trying to live that way. All right. So yeah, basically, as we read in Luke chapter 18, basically Yahushua was basically saying that for us, not for us, for what happened in the parable was, you have these people that constantly are this widow that was constantly asking the unrighteous king to avenge her of her adversary and to ask for justice, and the unrighteous king was like, oh man, this chick is so annoying, I'm just gonna do it so she can leave me alone. And the Lord and Yahushua was basically telling us that how much more Yahushua, who actually cares about us and actually wants judgment to happen, or to give us justice, how much more is the Lord going to not speed up the process for us? So the Lord is actively trying to speed up the process for us, and we just have to hyper focus on asking the Lord for deliverance. That's the main thing. All right. So even with this, and if you remembering the video, they've been trying to push this Neuralink and more. All right, the digital system. All right. He even said that, okay, well, it's to help these people that don't have access to their nervous system so that they can walk and all this stuff like that. Like, that's what they want. That's what they're trying to. That's what they're pushing out to the people, so that they can see this as a positive, as a good thing, and then implement their new system, the MOTB, with that alongside it, while trying to frame it as something positive, when in actuality we should not be taking it. All right. Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Okay, so this is the thing here. When we see this, we're not dismayed. We're not scared. We know that's bad. That evil is coming around the corner. But we know that we're not supposed to be dismayed. We're not supposed to be afraid of it, because it's the signs of Yahawah's return. All right, not something else. All right. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 17, pray without ceasing. Okay, hence again, as I said it before, we're supposed to be constantly praying every single day, multiple times a day, asking YAHAWAH to deliver us. Like that's how big, that's how important it should be. All right, where we are constantly nagging YAHAWAH. That's what it should be. Constantly nagging YAHAWAH. Like, can you please get us out? Can you please get us out? Can you please do this, that, and the third, or whatever? All right, rather than, this temporary, oh man, can you get us out of here? And after one or two times, and you just stop and say, I'm just gonna make do with what I have in this society. All right, like, nah, just keep going. All right, keep going until Yahawadah returns, till Yahweh answers. All right. 2 Ezra 9 verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of time's passage I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that at the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we're watching all this stuff go down, and we see that, okay, we're that much closer to the end. Okay, these are the signs that we're so dangerously close to the end, close to deliverance. Revelation 8 verse 3, another angel came and stood at the altar having a golden censer, and there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all the saints unto the golden altar which was before the throne. And the smoke of the incense came with the prayers of the saints, ascended up before Yahweh out of the angel's hand. So the prayers of the saints, the prayers of the Israelites, the prayers of the elect more specifically, all right, they are reaching Yahawadah. And when all those prayers are flooding in, saying deliver, like, then Yahawadah is going to speed up the process for us. Yahawadah. All right, so we're still waiting for this. We're still waiting for all these things to happen. We're also still waiting for the deliverance, but at the same time, our prayers are reaching Yahawadah. But are your prayers that of deliverance, or is it some, oh man, can you give me this car or this fancy new shoes or something like that? Superficial things that don't matter. I know I've been asking for some stuff, but again, like we need to recognize what matters the most. All right, so with that, I pray the system was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, Yahawashi, Yahawadah, double honor to the elders and apostles, great mills, son of Shalom.